Friends, I got to say a few quick words, and I can get around and say a few more hellos. I just want to say it's great to be back in Blue Mountain and Collingwood with Jim Wilson. This guy has taken on some of the most senior portfolios in government, in energy, as health minister. He has been a colleague, a good friend, a key member of our team there at Queen's Park, and he is traveling across the province to help out our candidates to win those seats as part of the PC majority government. So friends, I want to thank you for your support and to say keep behind this Jim Wilson and make him once again the member and part of a PC majority government come October 6th of 2012. Friends, I'm here tonight to say thank you for your generous contributions to our Ontario PC party and your contributions in time to talk about building a stronger, more prosperous province of Ontario leader in Canada again. Your support will help us get our message of change out across this province. Because whether I'm in Collingwood or back home in Niagara, in Toronto or North Bay, I'm hearing from folks that they're tired of the out of touch, out of ideas, out of gas McGuinty government. They're looking for change. They're turning to the Ontario PC Party for change. And your support will help us deliver that message of change in every corner of our province. But we're not going to sit back and take that for granted. We actually put our plan out there. It's called Changebook. Some copies here today are at changebook.ca. So I'll tell you a few highlights about our positive vision for change. Number one, we're going to get Ontario moving again. We're going to give average families relief. We'll take the HST off the basics, your heat and hydro bills. We'll lower business taxes and invest in our transportation networks to get families moving again. And you will find in the government I lead the best partner that small business ever had. Friends, I don't want Ontario to spend one more day as a have-not province. I want us to be a leader again. I want Ontario to be the engine of growth that powers this great country. And with your support, we will make Ontario the best place to start a business, to find a good job once again this entire country. Change number two, the days of trying to be all things to all people, of throwing money at every problem under the sun, have to come to an end. We have the biggest deficit as a result, because that's exactly what Dalton McGuinty does with your money. We're on track to doubling the provincial debt under this premium. We're mortgaging the future of our children and grandchildren. I will run a government that sets priorities, healthcare and education. And yes, that means we'll find savings in other areas. 2 cents on every dollar that we spend outside of health and education until we balance the books. But it must be done, and it can be done smart. And I'll tell you where I'll start. In Ontario today, we have 630 different agencies, boards, and commissions. Honest to God, you can take any 3 letters of the alphabet, put them in any order you want to, and you get some government agency that you've never heard of, but you're paying millions a year to sustain. And you put an E in front of it, you're up into the billions. And I'll tell you where I'll start. These regional health bureaucracies called the LHINs. They're nothing more than a bloated layer of middle management that gets between the Ministry of Health and doctors and nurses and their patients that they're trying to care for. They suck $300 million out of frontline health care for people who don't spend a single minute with patients. They don't do a single surgery. They don't even plug an MRI. Under my leadership, we will close the doors on those LHINs and put every penny into patient care for Ontario families instead. And third and finally, we're going to restore respect for the taxpayer. To make government work for the people who actually pay the bills. To clean up the waste and fraud and scandals that become a hallmark of the Dalton McGuinty government. And you know what? If my cabinet doesn't hit our goals of reducing spending to balance the books, of lowering the red tape burden that is holding back our businesses and chasing jobs in our province, I'll dock their pay. And I'll dock my pay as Premier as well. We'll put our money on the line to make sure we make good on our promises. And part of this as well is respecting local decision-making. Friends, the days of 80-cent power, the days of Dalton McGuinty standing in his office and determining he's going to put large industrial wind farms in every corner of this province without talking to local leaders, without talking to local residents, making those decisions in Queen's Park and its impact in communities like here in Simcoe County, Friends, those days are coming to an end. The sweetheart deals are gone, and we will restore local decision-making to communities and families in our great province.
Here, here.
So that's the kind of change that Jim Wilson and I want to bring to our province. It's called Change Book, our positive vision of change to make Ontario a leader again, to give families relief, to set priorities, and to make sure we restore accountability to families who pay the bills. Friends, this government has run out of time. They've run out of gas. They've run out of ideas. It is time for change in our province, and with your support tonight, in exactly 90 days, in exactly 12 weeks, in 3 months from today, we will deliver that change so our great province, Ontario, can lead again. Thank you very much for your support.